Hi Capricorns, and welcome to your January 2017 General Tarot Forecast. This is Sky, and I'm so happy to be here giving you guys some insights on the new year and how January is going to go for you. So I see a lot of really exciting things happening for you guys right off the bat. If you want to come over to my shop and book a private reading with me, the link is in the description box below. Likewise, if you have any questions, you can also email me, which I've also provided in the description box. And anyway, without further ado, let's see what's going to be happening for the Capricorns in January. So as an overall theme, I see, just a lot of changes. I see you guys still have the Fool. You've had the Fool in your reading, I think, the last 2 or 3 months in a row, if my memory is correct. I know it's been there pretty often. So, you guys are just really embracing change. You're embracing new things into your life. You might be changing the way that you spend money. I see you've got the reverse Ten of Pentacles. Something that you've done relating to your money and the way that you spend your money is changing. Something is culminated and it's like it's come to an end. You might be changing jobs. You might be kind of in between jobs right now. Maybe you've not been able to spend as much as you wanted to, and that's made you had to budget a little bit differently. Okay, and you also, I see that Nine of Cups that you have in this reading as well, reversed. You might feel like you're not as lucky as usual. You might feel like some of the people who were really close to you aren't there to you to the same extent, which is causing a bit of emotional difficulty within you. But that's just kind of some of the overlying things that I'm seeing. I kind of want to take this reading week by week, and we'll see what other messages come forward. So in the first week, I see you have the Queen of Cups over the Fool reversed. This could be introducing somebody new into your life. Either you will have a new feminine energy, Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces person come into your life, and they will really be helpful in acclimating yourself to these new changes that are happening. Or this could be you kind of taking a new look at a relationship that's already in your life. Think of any of the feminine Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces people that are in your life right now, and think about if you need to, change up that relationship a little bit. Maybe the nature of the relationship needs to change. Maybe something needs to start over. Something needs to shift a little bit in this relationship. But again, it could be somebody new coming into your life, even if there is this watery person already there. So for my single Capricorns, I really see this being a strong emotional connection with somebody who's coming in. For my coupled Capricorns, this could just be a new friend, but this is a romantic, potentially relationship-centered presence coming into your life. So do be on the lookout for that, and make your decisions about how to face that. Because if you're in a relationship, there could be some conflict over this person that comes into your life. So really take some time in the first week of January to assess where you're at if you're in a relationship. If this relationship is working, if it's sturdy, because there might be potentially things coming in the beginning of January that tests the sturdiness of your current relationship. Okay, so stepping into the second week, it's going to be all about money. It's going to be about career. It's going to be about finances. Maybe you're just getting back into the swing of things after the holidays. It's going to see you really stepping into savings mode probably. Maybe people think that you have more money than you do. Maybe you've given people an image of, again, more of a solid financial position than reality entails. And maybe people are trying to rely on you. Maybe people are expecting something from you, and you're having to be a little bit more guarded with your finances. And, it's just, you need to kind of set people straight. You don't have to give people exact amounts. You don't have to really get personal with it. But make sure that your intentions about spending money are clear. If you're married, make sure that you and your partner are on the same page about your spending habits right now. If you're single, make sure that you've established, like within yourself, what money is to you and how you're going to be spending your money. It might be a good time to budget a little bit more strictly. Okay. And, but away from the whole idea of money and financial aspects in the second week, maybe you're feeling a little bit more guarded emotionally too, and you're feeling like you want to kind of be alone. This could be kind of testing again your relationship. For the Capricorns that are in relationships, this could be testing that. This could be maybe the person that you're with is feeling a little bit insulted, or their feelings are hurt because you're wanting to be by yourself right now, and you're wanting to be in more solitude, which Capricorn always needs it. Capricorn needs that alone time. And you just need to establish a healthy dialogue with this person, and certainly if it's not them, which it probably isn't, just make it clear that it's not that you want to be away from them, it's that you just need time alone to recharge your batteries. But maybe for some of a small percentage of Capricorns out there, you actually do really want space from who you're with. And some of you might not be being completely honest about that. Maybe you're trying to spare their feelings, and they're asking you, it's like they're asking, do you not like me? Do you not want to be around me? And you're being like, of course not. Of course that's not how things are. It's me. But in reality, you actually do kind of want space. So make sure that you're being clear about your intentions, because it'll come back to bite you if you're trying to spare someone's feelings. The truth is going to be coming forward in January for Capricorns. You're going to be getting the truth from other people. Likewise, other people are going to see your truth as well. So now's not a time to kind of play things the way that they're not. Now's not a time to, lie, because even if you get away with it, even if you can convince people otherwise, it's going to kind of just add to your stress and make you need more time in isolation, in solitude, to kind of recharge your batteries because of your own attempt to do that. So you kind of get a double negative going on with all of that, and there's no reason to drain yourself more than you already are. Okay? And the third week sees you really, really cashing in on some of this solitude. You've got the Four of Cups and the Four of Pentacles in your reading, which to me that just says alone. Like you need this time to actually find out what your intentions are. Maybe you don't even know clearly what that is right now. There's a lot of pressure during this time of the year to have resolutions. And also, happy birthday to the Capricorns out there. It is your birth time of the year, too. So there might be, I feel like collectively there's like this extra pressure on Capricorns to have like this amazing New Year's resolution. And because it's your birthday, too. So you kind of have a solar New Year and a collective New Year going on. And you are feeling new energy, you are feeling revitalized to some extent, but I tend to agree with another astrologer here on YouTube. Her name is Paulina Otkina. I'm not sure I'm pronouncing that right. I hope I am. I'll link her channel below. If you go over, make sure that you comment and tell her that I sent you. I don't know her or anything, but so I'm not like advertising for her, but I just think she's fabulous, and I think that her messages are awesome. And anyway, what she says is that the new year energy is more on the Pisces to Aries cusp time, so in like March and April, versus what we've made it out to be in this kind of December to January. And we kind of put a lot of pressure on ourselves to have these amazing resolutions because it's kind of the calendar new year. And sometimes that's why we have this whole concept, I think, of failed like New Year's resolutions, because the actual energetic shift kind of occurs more in the March to April time, but we have a calendar that tells us it's more in the January time period. So I credit that all to her. That's all her theory. I'm not taking credit for that, but I completely agree with her when she says that. Now may not be the time to really set out resolutions for yourself. It's better to wait to the March or April time period to do that. I agree with her on that. And that's not to say completely that there might not be like a collective energy around like resolutions around this time period, which kind of influences us. But I think completely at the systemic level, resolutions are best for the March to April time period. But moving on from that, my point is don't really pressure yourself with a lot of resolutions right now, because I think you don't quite even have a strong awareness of your own intentions right now. And that's what you're trying to form in January. So with those four cards, with the Four of Pentacles, with the Four of Cups, you're trying to form your intentions to then make a healthy resolution, I think, around March or April, which would be great for you guys. And so again, in the third week, you're really solidifying that. You're really trying to come to grips with yourself and find out what is life to you, where do you want to be, and learning your intentions. And that's rooted down by the Chariot, which is a card of victory. So it's saying that if you can take this time alone to really sit with yourself and, figure out where you're going, what you're doing with your life, what you want out of life, that if you can do that healthily, you're going to really come to some great conclusions, and you're going to be victorious in doing that. Which, for some reason, sends you into the 4th week in the energy of the 9. You've got the 9 of Cups reversed, rooted down by the 9 of Swords. And the 9s in tarot are also cards of loneliness, cards of, well, not necessarily loneliness, but aloneness, like being in solitude by yourself. And, there can be an essence of fear and feeling like there's a lack of higher power, especially since that 9 of Cups is reversed and being rooted down by the 9 of Swords. It could feel a little bit heavy in the 4th week. I don't feel like this is something that's new, because 9 is also a late card. It's like things have culminated. This is like a long time coming. So I don't want to say that you guys are going to be suddenly surprised by some kind of really difficult situation. Maybe you've been facing this for a while now, and you're trying to put a healthy end to it in the 4th week of January. Maybe that's why you felt that kind of early need with the 4 of Pentacles and 4 of Cups to kind of dip your toes into solitude. And then there's something about that really sends you reeling headfirst into it all, and you're taking January to like find out what you're made of, to kind of know what you have to become. There aren't, you have that one Queen of Cups there, so there may be one person who's involved in this, but for the most part, you guys, there's something in your life that you have to rise from. There's something that other people can't solve for you. There's something that you can't really rely on other people to fix. It's like it's all up to you, which is not a bad thing for the Capricorn experience. You guys kind of attract situations where you have to know what you're made of, where you have to kind of use your own resources to kind of rise above a difficult situation. And that's definitely a theme coming forward in January. Okay. And at the end of the day, I see you guys being successful. Like we've said, you have the Chariot, which is your only major arcana card. Well, you have the Fool reversed too. So you've got the energy of the Fool and the Chariot coming forward in your reading. So there's definitely an element of success and ending and new beginnings coming forward. So I feel like this time that you take during the 4th week will be the time that you needed to figure out this situation that you're facing right now. And on the positive side, I do see you guys adapting, new headspaces about how to deal with things like this, how to deal with unexpected emotional confrontations, or really unexpected anything. Like there's an element of unexpected in this reading with the Fool and the Chariot. It's like really fast-paced, unexpected energy is kind of around you right now. And this is probably because Mercury is retrograde in your sign as I'm doing this reading. And oh my gosh, it has been a crazy Mercury retrograde, hasn't it? I will tell you guys, I started the photography for January's readings at the beginning of December because I knew that I needed to really pace myself with this because of the potential for technical difficulties and stuff. I knew that if I waited to the last second to do these readings that I would end up really having to delay them, or something would make them not go out. And I'm crossing my fingers that from here on out it's going to be good. But 5 of my pictures for the 12 signs came out really blurry, and I don't know why. And I had already, because all the other months I've done it, it's just gone swimmingly easily, the photography. So I just expected it to be the same way, but 5 of them turned out blurry, and I had to reset it up, and I'm going to still have to retake 2 of the pictures because I've got more readings to do. And then my microphone started being glitchy, and I'm I knew that this would happen. So you guys have probably been experiencing that exponentially more than me because I'm not a Capricorn. But so I would imagine that you guys have been having just all sorts of annoying technical difficulties and just standstills in your life. So that's really making you have to form a new headspace. So the Queen of Cups might be coming into your life not as an actual person. It could be a new headspace. It could be a new thought process, a way of adapting to circumstances, being more gentle with on yourself when things don't quite go as you plan. And that's really good for you guys because it's not going to be permanent. Like the difficulties that you might be encountering or stagnant energy, it's going to clear up probably in February or at the latest March. And you guys will see your life really becoming a lot easier and universally empowered. But as this Mercury retrograde continues with Pluto and Capricorn as well, it's like, ew, it's just you've got like the smallest, well, other than the moon, quickest moving planet and the furthest out, slowest moving planet in your sign, and that's just probably creating a lot of up and down energy, and dare I say, bipolar energy. Someone got upset at me for using that word last month, and I'm not at all being critical towards people who are bipolar, but I can't think of a better word to use. If you guys would like to correct me with a synonym. Okay, guys, here's this Mercury retrograde with an adjective that is synonymous to bipolar to use in such situations. Please, by all means, comment it below, but I am going to use it. Your energy level might be feeling a little bit bipolar in January. So do beware of that and, think about that. And the Queen of Cups has come into your energy field to help soothe that, to help make it feel more fluid, to help things to fluctuate more easily. So that's a great blessing for you guys. That's a beautiful energy to be coming in. And it reassures you that, it will go up from here. It reassures you that there is a more fluid ground to be walking on. Okay? And overall, it just gives reassurance that despite these difficulties that you guys might be facing, despite, having to face a lot of it alone, despite feeling a big lack of energy or faith in higher power, you guys can still accomplish so much. And it amazes me all the time about Capricorns. You guys have so much like physical, tangible potential. I've seen so many Capricorns who just, it's crazy how much they accomplish. It's crazy what they're capable of, like on the physical world, even when like their personal situations are very difficult. So don't be afraid to hone in on that, Capricorns. Don't be afraid to ask the universe to help guide you on the physical world, because you have so much potential and you have so much ability to manifest real, solid, tangible things. You're that cardinal earth energy moving forward, moving with projects, with anything that has to do with land or real estate or anything tangible and solid. Those are going to be really good things to devote some energy to in January. Being in nature, getting back to your roots, to kind of disconnect from this retrograde energy, not overbooking yourself, not overdoing your energy. That's going to be so good for you in January, Capricorns. And I'm not going to overcomplicate it. I'm just going to let some of that advice sink in for you guys. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, I really hope that this reading was good for you, and I hope that it encourages you to do so. I appreciate all of your donations so much. You can do that if you like. Anything is so helpful for me and really gives me confidence to move forward with my channel. I believe that popping up on the screen should be the playlist for the other signs, so make sure to check out your sun, moon, and rising sign. And you can also book a reading with me and click on the red and green icon here to do that. So I'm wishing you guys a really great January, and good luck at navigating through this Mercury retrograde. Namaste.